Welcome back, Nets on Fire, here on the Fan Sports Network on the live stream, coming at you on our YouTube page, and we're having a lot of fun. Devin Dixon, Ben Lindquist, Caden Formaster. This is our Region 9 Basketball Media Day, and Coach Amico and the Pineview Panthers dropping by, and Coach actually helped me start these many moons ago. What was that, 08, 09, Coach, that you and I decided we were going to do high school media days?
Somewhere in there a long time ago, and what you've done with the Fan Sports Network is taking it to a whole nother level. We love it.
I don't know if people know this, but Patrick had a little stint in media before he got into coaching. Coaching's always been your first love, and talk to me a little bit about your third year and firing up another season. You guys 8-4 last year and tied for second in Region 9 and made that deep run, lost to Payson in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, excited for this group. We have a lot of great seniors, a lot of senior leadership, and dudes that know what to expect now. They've been in Region 9, they've played in region games, and they're ready to go, and they've been working hard. And it's just crazy to me the way the state's kind of moved our schedule around, that games were played last night. And the whole point of this thing as a coach, to me anyway, is we go play a game and we're able to break down that film and analyze it and go over it and teach the boys. That's our job, is to teach them, not just obviously on the court, but off the court as well. And we don't have time when you're playing 3 games a day off, another game. So it kind of makes it jumbled, and I feel like we're nowhere close to ready for our first game, but ready or not, we're here. Yeah.
Offensively, you guys scored about 55 last year. 52.7 is what you gave up on average. 5th in 4A defensively. What's the emphasis in the offseason? Have you seen growth on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, defense is going to win championships at the end of the day. We'll lose a lot without Strat up top. He was just such a pest defensively. But I think collectively our length can really cause problems. And we live in shell every single day. I'm sure our guys are sick of it, but these kids live in shell at practice, and that's what's going to get wins. And I think offensively, we're going to come a long way this year too. Just matchup-wise, we're going to manipulate the game and play it to our best advantage.
So tell me about some of the new guys that you have joined in the group that we didn't see playing varsity ball last year.
Yeah. So Cooper joined us about halfway through, Cooper Ranson, and he's a big-time shooter. An elite leader at the point guard spot, helps guys get where they go. He's an extension to me on the court. I don't even have to say anything. He knows, hey, we can run this because of the way they're guarding. And we watch a lot of film for that, so he can kind of read and expect, or what he thinks they're going to expect. And then Nate Tueler's with us. He played a little bit early in the year. He's been our best guy all summer. I mean, he is a bulldog. He is tough as can be. He might lead us in rebounds and deflections and getting on the floor. Like, he does every little winning play. If I describe Nate, he's just a winner. It's what he is. And all these seniors, CJ Moody's with us. He's going to be a point guard for us, and he'll be on the wing. And then Preston Sally as well, who he played a couple games last year for us and took charges in almost every JV game, it seemed like. So those are our seniors. Maddox Schiff is a junior. He'll play big for us. And Ethan Ott's also a junior. And then we have Riker Summer, who's a freshman and one of the top freshmen in the entire state. And he'll see a lot of time right off the jump.
What about Brock Harris? He played last year. Is Brock Harris going to hoop it with you guys this year?
So Brock gave me a little – he got me excited a week ago, the week before tryouts. We were actually all together on a trip, and Brock was going to play ball. His mission got pushed back with paperwork or whatever. But BYU got it done for him, and he's getting out early. So sadly, we won't have Brock, but we're super excited with the group we have, and we're deep. We're a really deep team this year.
Jelani, walk me through a Coach Amico practice. I'm curious what it's like behind the doors.
It's really intense. Always on us. Keeping it like same every time. Same expectations for everybody. And yeah,
pretty quiet around the pit.
I wouldn't say quiet, no.
Remind you of Coach Lynn's practices back in the day a little bit?
Yep.
J.O., what have you been working on this offseason? What's been the primary focus? I know you live in the gym. You come from a basketball family. Your dad played at the Y and professionally. So there's some expectations there, and we've seen your talent obviously the last couple of years. But what's been the focus on improvement for you?
I'd say just making things more simple and like playing with more pace, understanding like different paces to play at, and then also just working on improving my mid-range a lot, I'd say, like shooting.
Let's go down the line to Caleb for a second here. Caleb, I know that you've been a part of this varsity squad for a while now, and played with some really good shooters, and you yourself as one. Do you feel like you're going to be taking over some of those points that you're losing from guys like Nash, for example?
Yeah, I think definitely that could be part of my role, but we got a lot of guys that can shoot the ball really good on our team. Like Coach Mika said, a lot of depth, so I think the points are going to be spread around pretty evenly this year.
Coach, I think this Panther squad could be one of the more exciting squads, just defensively what you preach in terms of taking charges, getting kills, getting stops. Offensively, I think you guys are going to be explosive. I think it's going to be a toss-up between Colin and Jelani for the most dunks in Region 9 this year. I think there's going to be some backdoor lob plays and so forth. But tell me about the goals for the team in terms of, I know there's a lot going around about the RPI. And the impact that winning region or doing well in region doesn't seem to have quite the impact on the RPI. It's more about the schedule, and you guys are playing another tough schedule. You're similar to some of these other coaches who pick up a tough schedule, but what's the goal this year, and how do you focus in on the region games and also building towards that RPI ranking for the end of the year?
Yeah, so our goal is simple. We talk about it every day. We want 2 trophies. Like, we talk about it, we write it down. Speaking of Coach Lynn, I was so impressed at his service that players from 30 plus years ago brought their books back. I called my assistants immediately, like, I have failed these kids. I have failed them. I need to make these guys way better young men. So we started books this year. And we've talked about a lot of different things, whether it's gratitude or service and different things like that. But our schedule is tough, and that was the goal. So, but again, back to that, our goal is 2 trophies, and that's what we want. And that's why we scheduled the way we did. We're switching over to the Max Prep RPI, which is totally different from the UHSAA's RPI. It has a lot more emphasis on who you play and what level. That's why picking up the game against Gorman was huge. Sadly, we lost our Leighton Christian game. They had a play or something in their gym. They weren't able to do it, but I tried to go tough schedules we can for that RPI. Again, knowing we might take some lumps in this preseason with 3 6A schools, Juan Diego and Gorman, but that's what we want. We want to get better from we're into this region because it's the best region in the state.
Be some of the more players we haven't heard from Coop yet. What goes through your mind earlier when Coach said, he's the best shooter we got. He can make a 3 from anywhere. How much time and how many reps have you put up in the offseason getting 3s up?
A lot. It's been freshman year, it was 300 makes a day, and then it got up to 500 sophomore and junior year. So that's the best thing you could do to become a good shooter is just get reps up, just reps after reps.
Who gives you the best run in practice? Who's the teammate that if you were having a 1-on-1 3-point shootout, they'd have your attention?
Thomas Tuller.
Okay.
Best shooter I know.
All right. Coach, you put these guys up in the rest of the region in a 3-point shootout?
Yeah, and if we're in the Ox gym, Caleb too, because that dude does not miss in that gym. He does not miss in that gym. And Riker can really shoot it. We got a lot of guys that can really stroke it. So
let's go to Mr. Tuller down there. What has got you the most excited about this upcoming season with your teammates?
Well, we kind of have some hype around us this year, so that's pretty fun. Playing at Section 7 was a cool experience, and I felt like that brought all of us super close together. And it's just knowing it's our last moments as seniors, we just want to take it all in and just do everything we can to enjoy it.
Real quickly, Section 7, that's invite only, if I'm not mistaken, in Arizona. Do they still do it at the University of Phoenix State? Well, now it's State Farm Stadium.
Normally they do. Sadly, Jelly Roll had it booked that night. So we were out at the complex. But invite only, or you could qualify through a tournament up north. That's what we did. We played Viewmont, who's a really good team, Lehigh, and then Cottonwood. We were able to go through those 3 teams and move on to Section 7. And that was a really cool experience with every coach in the country there watching games. It was a lot of fun. We've
talked a lot about the schedule. I want one team on the Pineview schedule you're most excited to play in. Could be region, could be preseason. Starting with you down there.
I'm pretty excited to play at the Hangar. That seems like it's going to be my favorite game. So.
All right, Coop.
Probably Desert Hills at Desert Hills, just because I transferred from there. So
there you go. Fair enough.
Mine would probably be Crimson at home.
I'd say this weekend, Provo.
That's going to be a big game against Provo. They're one of the top-ranked teams right now, so that's a huge matchup for you guys.
Yeah.
Mine's Manti because they're next.
One at a time.
Love it.
Real quick here, 20, 30 seconds, Coach. Final thoughts. You guys, Des News has you guys number 1 picked in the region. You know, there's some expectations this year. You guys embracing that?
Oh, we love it. We talk about it all the time. Pressure's a privilege, right? The other option is to be at the back of the pack, and it doesn't matter. And we've kind of, not that it doesn't matter, but if you lose, it's where everyone expected you to be. It's kept me up for a week straight. But it's fun, right? That's what you want. That's what you play for. It's what we're building, trying to build this culture, build this team, build the school. Too, is to have a chance to win. And I mean, Max Prep's put out a thing, the best team in the state, in every state today. And one day I'd love Pineview to be up there. And that's the goal. We're not just shooting for, small goals. We're shooting big. We're shooting for the stars, and we're going to go get it because these kids are amazing young men.
Real quickly, we've lost some big-time Panther legends, Coach Lynn, Coach Darren Walker. The tournament has been moved from Christmas to this weekend. I think we need to get the word out a little bit that the Coach Walk is this weekend.
Yeah, the Coach Walk is this weekend. We got some great teams coming down. We talked about number 1 Provo. Obviously, we have Dixie in it from our region, Hurricanes in it, Snow Canyon's playing in it. It'll be, at Pineview at the Pit. But we also have Bountiful coming down and Green Canyon's coming down, and some other teams from up north. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and continue to honor Coach Darren Walker and what he meant to Pineview and just our community in general. What he did for people, his giving, his service, his sacrifice that we talk about as a team. It's unbelievable what that man did.
Tomorrow night, Manti, first game of the season. Coach, thanks for bringing the guys in. Guys, thanks for coming, and we'll see you on the court. We got 3 games on Friday inside the Coach Walk Classic live here on the Fan Sports Network live stream, so you can check that out Friday if you can't make it down to the Pit.
Thanks, guys.
All right, got to take a time out. Lots more coming up when we come back live during our Media Day coverage from Nets on Fire.